back, everyone. I'm Leila.
And I'm Laura.
And this is For Your Penjoyment, a show about fountain pens and the joys they bring us.
Brought to you by Pen Boutique.
So how are you doing today, Laura?
Feeling kind of chaotic today.
Ooh, do tell.
Well, I listened to Viva Las Vegas about 10 times while driving here to get hyped up for the show.
Now, are you too hype, too hype?
Too hype, too hype.
I might be too hyped, yes. I'm feeling like I'm running on fumes a little bit.
Understood.
But also, I was late to work because I was texting with Bill about 2 guests from the pilot headquarters in Japan who want to visit our store. So that was pretty cool.
That is pretty exciting.
It's a good reason to be late to work.
I'd say so.
So, yeah, but, you know, I was just like, gotta get calm.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I feel like that happening is an example of what we're going to talk about in today's show.
Yeah.
That when you're at a pen show or a lot of other situations, sometimes unexpected stuff happens.
Right.
And you just have to go with the flow, and it might be not what you thought was going to happen, but it's even better than what you thought.
Absolutely.
So that's something that always happens to me every time I go to a pen show. Just, yeah, I think I'm going to do this, and then, nope, I do something else, and the thing I didn't even know I was going to do ends up being wonderful.
I hear you.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Okay.
Well, how about you? What are you up to?
Well, if you're watching this now, I should be deboarding a plane after a week in Lebanon. At present, I am getting ready for such trip.
That's right. We're recording this early.
That's right. We have to have an episode, especially before the DC PEN show comes out.
Yep.
I did find a dress for the wedding.
That's right. You showed me a picture, and it looked beautiful.
That was the biggest triumph, really.
Awesome choice.
Thank you very much.
Really looked nice.
Very excited to see my sister and my extended family. And ready to visit the motherland after like 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you went to college there? Is that right?
I did.
That's
2004
cool.
to 2005.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
Not to age
cool.
myself or anything, but oops. Oops. Did a year abroad, came back home, and then pursued other things.
Wow, very cool.
And then I visited in 2008 to see family.
Okay.
And that was it.
Wow.
So now I'm coming back.
Now, you were telling me the other day that in Lebanon, the actual wedding ceremony is private, and the thing you go to is the reception. It's like a really big party.
As I understand it, yes.
Interesting.
The ceremony itself is smaller. I'm sure, traditions vary, but as I understand it, the ceremony itself is on the smaller end.
Okay.
And then you just have a party, you introduce the happy couple, and you rage.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that.
So you've never been to a wedding there before?
Not in Lebanon, no. So this will be a new experience for me. And I'm excited that it's my sister, my baby.
Of course you are. You're going to cry.
Oh, I'm definitely going to cry. They will have their first dance as a happy couple, and I will be choking back all the tears.
I know.
Yeah.
It'll be wonderful, though.
It'll be wonderful. So, what pen are you using today?
Well, I'm sort of like you last week. I was using 2 pens. Because I had extremely complicated notes this week. And I did 1 pen for, headlines. So I was using this pen for the headlines.
Very nice.
My Pelican M400 in white tortoise because it has the orange ink and it's a stub nib.
Perfect.
But then for my main notes, I was using my Pilot Prera in Vivid Pink that Kirk Spear did the Waverly grind for me when he was visiting, because I was thinking about the pen show and how I was going to see Kirk and how cool it is to get custom grind from Nibmeister, so I thought I should use that. And
very
it's
exciting.
writing so beautifully. I have Irishizuku Kujaku in it.
It's a great color.
So pretty. Oh, and I have Fuyugaki in this one. So.
You do love your Roshizuku inks.
I do. I really do.
Yes, you do.
So what are you using?
I'm actually using a pen that I've sadly been neglecting recently.
You really
because
like that pen.
I do really like this pen.
Yeah.
It's the Monteverde Regatta in Mondrian.
That's a really cool pen.
It's a wonderful pen. It's a wonderful writer. It's made me incredibly happy. I have it inked with Andorilium Colossal Squid Dark.
Ooh, that's one of my favorites.
Same, exactly. Those petrol-y, deeper, like greenish tinted blues,
Yes,
I do enjoy very much.
Well, Kujaku is one of those kind of colors too. Yeah. And you said you were going to bring that pen with you.
I have a select few pens that will come on the trip with me.
That's cool.
I'll do a little. I'm planning on doing a little video montage, pens abroad.
I can't wait to see some of the interesting.
It'll be cute
and everything.
I do want to visit the old campus, see if it's changed at all. Take a walk around it. I'm looking forward to that.
Wow.
Oh gosh, I'm looking forward to and anxious about many things.
You better be careful. It's going to like trigger all of these feelings. And your ink's going to run because you're going to be crying all over it.
Just tears splashing on the page.
Maybe you should bring some waterproof ink with you.
I mean,
better think about
Platinum Chocoro.
Yeah. Or one of those Sailor nanoparticle ones.
I do like those as well.
Yeah.
I will consider
Something to consider.
Definitely. You know, Laura.
Yes.
We have a lot of new and exciting things in store.
We have some really fun things this week.
Some super cute things. Can I lead with the super cute thing?
Of course. Yes, you can.
Excellent. We have the latest Punilabo release.
You're so cute.
Like, I love Punilabos. I love my corgi one.
Yep.
It's so cute.
Yes.
I carry it with me wherever I go.
Stuffed with pens.
Stuffed with pens.
Yes.
I push it to the limit, I think. But
it's classic you.
Classic me.
Yes.
But there are 4 new animals.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the raccoon here.
Which matches our set
Matches our
really
set perfectly.
Well.
We also have the fox.
Oh, so super cute. I love that it's orange.
The koala.
The koala.
Is very sweet
Which
looking.
is it gray or is it sort of a light blue?
It looks like a light blue to me.
I love how they're unusual colors, like super unconventional.
Exactly. And then lastly, we have the squirrel, which definitely looks like a chipmunk.
Yeah.
It's definitely more
never
chipmunky.
seen a squirrel.
But again, they're super cute. I love them. I think
Which
that
is yellow.
Yes. I think the raccoon is going to come home with me.
I really
Might be
think
my
it
travel
should.
buddy for the trip. Who knows?
You're so cute.
Just watch them interact with each other.
I know.
It's adorable.
I love these. Wait, we should demonstrate something about them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute.
What?
So, do the head. Right. Now, one time I took these home for a blog.
Right.
And I noticed there's a little piece of paper in there with these really cryptic instructions about how to use it.
Yes.
And I couldn't understand them. So I asked my brother to help me interpret it. And
Right.
he told me what it meant. So it says that you have to unzip the head before you do the womp.
That's right. You got to womp it down.
Because if you have the head zipped, something terrible will happen. Also, don't do the wump when you have it unzipped with pens sticking out, or they might fly out and hit you in the eye.
Always a risk you run.
Very bad. Yeah, not good to get hit in the eye with your pen.
So have fun opening the Punilabo and womping it down on the table, getting it to sit flat.
Womping,
It's perfect.
So fun.
You are a fan of womping.
I do like it. Yeah. Okay.
What do you have?
Wow. Should I start with my non-pen thing since you did?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this is a non-pen thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the New Field Notes 2024 Quarterly Edition.
Oh, okay.
That means it comes out 4 times, you know.
Thank you for explaining.
And this is called the Index Edition.
Index edition. Okay.
It looks a little boring because it's just gray, but it's actually very cool. One of them comes with a thing called logbooks, and it's got 2 logbooks in here,
Okay.
which is a really cool layout. It has like space, there's a picture of it on the back, has space for like drawing a picture or putting a ticket stub or whatever, something there.
Interesting.
And then it has space here, and you can like write reviews of things or like blog what you did, or
Okay.
that's what it's meant for, stuff like that.
So you can designate an event, attach any supplemental things to
Right,
the page,
let's
and
say
then review the event.
you go to a restaurant and
Sure.
you draw a little picture of the food you got, and
Huh.
then you write a review.
That's
I don't
pretty
know. It could be used in a zillion different creative ways.
I
But
like
it's really
that.
fun. So that has 2 of them.
Okay.
And then the other one has 1 ledger book and 1 date book. And those are different. The date book has, like dates on the side. The ledger is for like keeping track of numbers.
Oh, you hate those numbers.
Stuff like that. And they all have these cool colored paper clips.
Ah.
Wait, no, they're not called paper clips. Colored staples. Colored staples. Did I write down paper clips? I wrote down paper clips.
It happens.
I was really tired when I wrote my notes. Colored staples.
I like that.
I like the colored staples.
And the second one's called the index one?
Yes, one is called, no, they're both called the index edition.
Okay.
One is ledger and date book, and the
Yeah.
other one is just
Logbook.
logbook.
Sorry, I misunderstood. Okay,
Yes.
thank you for clarifying
Yes.
that.
So those are neat. I think it would be really fun to play around with creative ways to use those.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's pretty wonderful.
What do you have next for pens?
Pens. I have one half of the platinum releases we're going to talk about today.
Ah, yes.
I have the new limited edition platinum Preppies.
Mm-hmm.
I have them in the box right now, but we'll take a photo of all the colors and throw it on the screen.
And it's unusual that they come in a box.
Yeah, usually, we've had them in a little stand on the
Yeah.
counter, but now they're individually boxed.
Yes.
And they are super cute.
They are really pretty.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's like sort of a fake maquillage style.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. I think they're
really
a fun
pretty.
addition
They're really
to the Preppy
unique.
family.
So what colors do we have?
We've got a light red.
Okay.
This looks like a dark blue, almost black. We have a deep green.
With sort of a watermelon colored picture
Or persimmon
something.
or pomegranate.
No, I meant the color.
Right,
no,
the
not
color,
what it
color,
is. I
color.
couldn't see from here what they
I'm
are.
sorry. And then there's clear with like lavender detail.
Pretty. Yeah.
There's a nice blue with some swirlies on it. I see a fish
A
there.
silver detail, yeah.
And then we have a nice
Ooh.
purple with silver and gold
I
detail.
like the purple one. And
I like
these
that a
each
lot.
have pictures of some sort of traditional Japanese
Yes.
stuff.
They, it's funny that you said maquillage, like fake maquillage.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
call it the modern maquillage
Right.
limited edition. Yeah, these are so
And
much
they're
fun.
so affordable. They're a few
Less
dollars.
than
They're a
$10.
few dollars more than a regular
Exactly.
Preppy, but they're so much prettier.
Great starter pen with a lot of
Cool.
personality.
Those are really fun.
I like
And they
those a
write
lot.
really, really well.
I do love me a Preppy.
And they don't dry out. That's
The beauty of the cap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're really, really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about your
I
platinum
will,
release?
sure. I got a really interesting one that I wrote tons of notes on because
Very
it's
nice.
super interesting and I didn't want to forget.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Platinum 3776 Kasumi.
Ooh.
Kasumi, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's limited edition and numbered. It comes in extra fine, fine, medium, and it's 14 karat.
Very nice.
And it depicts the rich greenery that can be glimpsed through the mist at the foot of Mount Fuji. So the cap and the grip
Has
section
the matching grip
are
section. I
this
love
beautiful
that.
green that is described as being a calming green.
It is calming.
It is a really nice color.
Mm-hmm.
And the barrel, this is unique. We have never seen another pen
No,
like this. This is
no.
so cool. The barrel is carved to reproduce a pattern that has been seen on screens and like folding screens and picture scrolls and stuff like that since ancient Japan. And the pattern depicts, it's like the way they express waving mist, which is like in the foot of Mount
Yes.
Fuji, there's this waving mist.
Yes.
So when you turn this in the light, it shows like,
Oh, that's nice.
it gets that effect of the waving mist.
Yeah.
And it feels really cool. Feel it.
Oh, I do love a good tactile sensation.
And I was wiggling this around the other day doing a video of it.
Right.
And it was catching the light and like throwing off rainbow prism effects.
I
It's
imagine
so
it's
pretty.
beautiful,
It's so
yes.
cool.
I love that.
I love the effect that it gives with the waving
Definitely.
mist. And the pattern is like irregular but natural looking. It's really, really cool pattern. And the other really cool thing about this is the ink that comes with it.
Ooh.
Which comes in this
Tell me about
this super
this
cool
ink.
bottle.
Oh, I love that.
So the ink is inspired by the purplish panoramic view of Mount Fuji at dawn. And depending on the lighting, you can see deep green reflecting. I guess it must be sheen.
Yeah.
And that's like how it changes as the sun rises. It's so well thought out.
Details,
so cool.
details. I love
Probably
that.
the green is similar to the color of the
Yeah,
cap.
I'd imagine so.
Yeah. I just love that they paired the green and the purple and just, everything about this is really special.
I really love this.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I love
really
the way
cool.
a platinum writes.
Yeah.
I love the concept and the execution.
Mm-hmm.
And the ink is something special. This whole set is something special.
I love how this feels in your hand, too. The texture of the pattern on the barrel is really, really cool.
It's wonderful.
And just when you're using it, the way it catches the light, and
yeah,
it's really, really cool. And there aren't any other pens like this at all. It's like a whole new thing. So that's really exciting.
I love that. Thank you, Laura.
Yeah.
Next up, I've got the summer releases from Navalore.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've got the Original Plus demonstrator.
Ooh.
It's got an interesting like burnt orange and almost turquoise, like borderline teal turquoise swirlies.
Looks very summery.
It is very summery.
This one I noticed each pen is wildly different too. Like the combination of the colors, how they're distributed, etc.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this has a very like yellowy metal component to it. And the nib matches, which, once again, I do love that.
Yeah. And this is a vac filler?
Yes. The Original Plus is a vac filler.
Okay. Yeah.
So that, I mean, it's much like the spring release with that light green, light blue. Just punchier colors, which I do appreciate.
Yeah. It reminds me of colors that you'd wear, like tropical clothing or something like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like that comparison.
Yeah. And that one's translucent, so you're going to see the ink in your barrel.
Perfect. Yes, definitely. And then we have the Voyage in summer.
Oh, wow.
This has beautiful tones of yellow, orange, and this beautiful greenish blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's very beautiful teal that I mean, I just find this pen to be stunning.
It looks very, very summery.
Yes.
I love that, like the brighter orange. It reminds me of flowers that are out in the summertime and just how things are more, like spring has those lighter colors and this is more like intense and yes, as the summer goes on and just, It
kind of reminds me of the beginning of a sunset where you still see the blue in the sky, but those orange tones start coming in before your pinks and purples start appearing. Yeah.
And it just looks so warm, too. It's and it's got a little bit of sparkle in there.
It sure does. It's got a little twinkle in it.
Wow, that's really
like
different.
this a lot.
And it's really pretty.
Yeah. You have something very exciting.
I do. I am extremely excited about this, and I thought I was going to do this first, but then I went with the flow because it seemed to make sense to talk about the notebook next.
Right.
But I was like chomping at the bit to talk about this because I have so many cool details about it.
Indeed.
It's the new Pilot Grande, which is not new, actually, but it's finally coming to the U.S. It was released in Japan in December 1994.
Whoa.
But we never got it here. So this is a beautiful, slim, elegant pen that's very, like, sized for smaller hands.
Mm-hmm.
And they come in colors.
They come in
colors.
wonderful colors. They're dreamy.
It does come in black.
Oh, of course.
But it also comes in pearl pink.
Oh, I love this.
Which you were pointing out.
Has an iridescent shift to it.
Yes.
I love that detail. That is very, like, uncharacteristic of Pilot.
It is.
Ooh, and it's got a snap
It's got a really nice snap
I
cap.
like that.
They all have 14 karat gold number 3 nibs.
Love that.
Which is a smaller nib. It's kind of similar to the size of the nib on the Metropolitan or a
I'd say so.
Sailor Pro Gear Slim, something like that kind of nib. It comes in only fine or medium.
Gotcha.
And okay, so we got the pink, pearl pink.
Pearl pink.
We got pearl blue.
And it still has that pink iridescent shift.
It's got the iridescent shift.
Oh.
And it's got like, you know.
It's got a little bit of shimmer to
Exactly.
it.
Well, not like sparkle,
like
but
metallic finish on a car almost.
right, or like a shell or
Yeah,
or
yeah,
pearl.
yeah.
You know, it's pearl.
I see that.
Right. It's kind of like the colors that are in the Decimo.
Yes,
It
exactly.
has that
It's very
finish
similar.
to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we got pearl white, which again has that.
Has the shift.
Yep. I love the way the sharp black and white combo look together.
Yes.
Really cool.
I don't know which one I like more.
I know. You got so excited about this that when we first
I'm very torn between the pink and the blue.
I know you really want it too. Yeah.
We have one more color. I'm sorry.
No, two more colors.
Two more colors.
We've got this beautiful navy blue, which is so elegant. Really, really like that one.
That's beautiful.
That one, I think, has a little bit of that sort of metallic-iness, but it's not as much as they don't call it pearl.
Right.
But it does have a tiny bit of that if you look at it in the
Definitely.
right lighting. Mm-hmm. And then we've got good old classic black.
Yeah.
So, as usual, I was really curious about where does this weird name, Grance, come from? Mm-hmm. Now, this word is spelled Grance. Mm-hmm. Looks like it might be pronounced Grants.
Right.
But it's not. Grance sounds much prettier. But,
sure does.
Like, where does it come from?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I asked Phil. Phil didn't know.
Oh.
Very mysterious. But he found out for me by asking good old Ikey. I want you to guess. I'll give you a clue. It's a portmanteau.
Okay.
Like another one of Pilot's weird portmanteau words. Mm-hmm. What do you think it might stand for?
Grance.
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 Yes.
Grand elegance. I don't know.
You are right.
What?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, Leila.
So good. Yeah, I didn't even peep your notes.
I know.
That was just a
I know.
guess.
You said that this morning,
Yeah,
and I was.
and you
I
didn't give it
didn't
away.
give it away. I couldn't believe it when you said that.
Wow.
Yes. Grand elegance.
Hire me, Pilot. What's up?
I think so. Now, I think that's pretty weird because, first of all,
They're petite.
they're petite.
Right.
Grand sounds like it's going to be big. I think it should be from graceful elegance.
Oh, I like that
But it's
too.
not. And elegance is not pronounced elegance.
It is now.
It's not.
They're oh God,
Whatever.
the elegance of these
Elegance
pens.
of these pens. They are really, really pretty.
That's fantastic.
And when we got these in, I knew that my nephew's girlfriend would really like these pens, so I took a little short video and I texted it to her, and I was right. She was just like, what? This is so pretty. This is so elegant.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really special and different from any of the other Pilot pens. And I love that it's 14 karat.
Yes,
nib
definitely.
And everything, yeah.
I mean, you know my penchant for swirly and glittery and gaudy and garish at times. Even though this is like extremely, I gravitated
They're
toward
very
this.
refined.
Yes,
But they're not boring.
no,
Not at all. And
iridescent
look at
shift
that
in the
color.
pearl ones.
That color is so different. It's really, really
I
pretty.
can't. I'm torn between that blue and pink.
I know. I also like that they say Grance on the clip,
They
like
do,
the way the Decimo
like the way the
say it.
Decimo. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited about those.
Very nice. Thank you.
So what about you? You have one more cool thing.
One more. So, I showcased this pen 2 episodes ago. But then the Raven came out, and that kind of delayed its release.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy to report that the Magna Carta Bumblebee has finally hit our store.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out this coming Thursday, which will be last Thursday when you view this.
I'm so confused.
I know. I'm
I
sorry.
just noticed you're wearing bee earrings.
I like being thematically on point.
Yes.
Once again, the Magna Carta Bumblebee features a 14 karat True Flex nib.
Mm-hmm.
It really is a calligrapher's dream.
Yeah.
The bounce on this is nothing like I've ever tried.
Mm-hmm.
I made a short video for the release of the Bumblebee.
Very nice short video.
Thank you.
everyone, Leila here. I've got some exciting news for you. This year marks Pen Boutique's 20th anniversary, and to celebrate that, we are releasing several store-exclusive collaborations with our favorite pen manufacturers. I am happy to introduce our next store-exclusive, the Magna Carta Bumblebee. This pen is the joint effort of Leila and Hiran Kanekara with Magna Carta, and is Leila's pride and joy. It features beautifully stacked honey-colored resin, and the best part, the number 6 14-karat True Flex nib. Drawing inspiration for her love of the Parker Vacuumatic, Leila wanted a pen similar to that, with stacked resin and generous proportions, and she knew that Magna Carta was the company to do the job. Now, the real star of the Bumblebee is the True Flex nib. It behaves much like a vintage nib in its flexibility and allows for impressive line variation. A majestic writer, the Bumblebee is truly a calligrapher's dream. Pen Boutique's 20th anniversary means so much to Leila. Leila and the rest of the Pen Boutique family have created an amazing, welcoming environment for all pen enthusiasts. She feels blessed when she reflects on how much the business has grown over the last 20 years. So grow with us, and let's see what the next 20 will bring.
So, as we mentioned before, we are getting scarily close to the DC Pen Show. In fact, today is Wednesday. Friday is the day.
My heart's beating faster just thinking about it.
I'm incredibly excited to be able to go this year.
I am very, very excited.
And not work behind a table the whole time.
Yes. I am so glad you're going to be able to go and not be... I was going to say stuck behind a table, but that sounds mean because it was a really exciting
fun
experience. And I wanted to talk about that.
Definitely.
When we talk about Raffles and how exciting they are.
Definitely.
I want to talk about how amazing that was.
Absolutely.
But yeah, last year, Leila and I worked at the Leonardo table on Saturday.
We had just released Rangoli, our store exclusive with Leonardo, and we were raffling off one of them.
Yeah.
And it was super cool, super pumped. We'll get to that in a second when you're ready.
Let's hold back a little
Sure.
bit. But this year, we don't have any really specific things like that where we need to be in one spot, and we have more freedom to just interact with people and really
mosey and mingle.
I mean, we're going to be working, but it's not going to be planted in one spot. So hopefully we'll be able to meet some of our viewers.
Yeah.
Really, really hope we can.
That would be cool. If you follow this show or the Instagram and are at the DC Pen Show, stop by and say hi to us.
Please do, yes.
We love that. Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely. So, if you have never been to a pen show before, we wanted to give you a little primer of what to expect when you're expecting to go.
Mm-hmm.
Laura has more pen show experience than I do.
Right.
I only have last year's DC Pen Show and this year's Baltimore Pen Show under my belt.
I mean, I don't have tons of experience. I've only been to one DC Pen Show and 2 Baltimore Pen shows. But I did stay for the whole show.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I do have more experience.
So tell me a little bit about your experience.
Okay, well, before I get into that, I just want to, introduce the DC Pen Show.
Yes.
So the real name, even though everyone calls it the DC Pen Show, is the Washington, D.C. Fountain Pen Super Show.
That's right.
Super Show. And it was started in 1992 by Bob Johnson.
Okay.
And his sister Barbara Johnson runs it now. He unfortunately died, so she took over, and it's, in his honor. She does a really amazing job. I was able to meet her. She's such a sweet lady. Yeah. She goes around with her little dog. You often see her with the dog. So the DC Pen Show is the largest fountain pen event in the world.
Wow.
And it can be pretty overwhelming.
It
It
was
really
intense.
can. It's
Yeah.
very intense, but it's so amazing.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that we have the largest pen show in the world right
We're-
near us.
we're
It's really
lucky.
cool. Now, it's not really in DC.
Right, it's in Falls Church.
It's in Falls Church, Virginia, but it's, the DC area.
Close enough.
Right.
Right.
There's about 200 vendors there.
Mm-hmm.
There's exhibitors from all over the world,
Yes.
including Canada, Croatia, Estonia, France, Germany, Holland, India, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Japan, Taiwan, Turkey, and the UK.
That's wild.
And the U.S., of
And
course.
the U.S., of course.
So
That's a great spread.
It's so international.
Yes.
You hear people talking in all different languages. You meet people from everywhere. People travel from far away to come and visit.
Right. It's a big deal.
Yeah, and a lot of the big pen brands will bring special guests from, like, Pilot's going to have people from Japan there, and
Right.
probably sailors too. I'm not sure about all of them. I know
so.
Pilot is, but a lot of the different ones too.
Right.
So and like Salvatore is going to be there from Leonardo,
That's
and
right.
all kinds of different people like that are international.
He's dreamy. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
You have a crush
He's a
on him.
little dreamy, a lot dreamy. He's just dreamy. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
So, the types of people you'll see there, I wanted to start with that.
Yes.
So you'll see fountain pen lovers.
Right.
I mean, pretty much everybody that's going to be there, unless they're just tagging along with a friend and aren't into it, is going to be a fountain pen lover.
If they're not into it, I feel so sorry for them.
Yes. And for the most part, fountain pen lovers are really friendly and nice people. So if you are really introverted and you're kind of like scared, it's okay.
You've found a room
A lot of
full
the other
your
people are too, and yeah, exactly. So the people that are going to be exhibiting are going to include regular people with stuff to sell. Like my friend Kim has a table, and her
Exactly.
2 daughters sell stuff that they make, which is
so
so
cute.
cool. You got experienced vintage pen guys. Then you got Nibmeisters.
That's right. We have friend of the show, Kirk Spear, all
Yes.
the way from Colorado,
That's
Pen
right.
Realm.
Right.
And we also have local Nibmeisters, like Damien from All in the Nib,
Yep.
and JC the Nib Tailor.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how
And
many. I didn't write
There's
down.
even
but
more than that.
There's like 8 or something. I don't know. I didn't write down the number, but there's a lot
fair
of different
amount,
ones.
Yes.
There's custom pen makers.
Yeah, there's custom pen makers. I like talking about the smaller companies.
Yeah.
Like Jonathan Brooks and the Carolina Pen Company is going to be there.
Right. But you have some of those custom pen maker type pens too. So,
I do. I don't know if they will be there.
Right.
Oh, I know Mayfair Pens is going to be there.
Oh,
I was
okay.
excited to see their name on the list.
Cool.
Yeah, I love a smaller pen maker. I have, a few from Little Pen Designs and Walltown Pens.
And what's neat about that is you might just discover one that you've never heard of and be able to talk to the actual guy or girl that created the thing.
It's
which
really
is really
enlightening.
special to be
Yeah.
able to meet the owners or creators of these things.
Exactly.
There's a bunch of booths that will have cool accessories like stickers and
Right.
A
few of-
cases, notebooks, various stuff like
Yeah,
that.
a few of those would be Sugar Turtle Studios and The Right Stuff. Those are the two that come to mind. They're fountain pen adjacent. They have different
Right.
accessories, stationery, ink, doodads here and there. I love it.
Yeah. There's small family businesses, for example, Andorellium
Right.
or ones like that.
Exactly.
Larger companies.
There's the brands that, we know and love and carry in the store. Magna Carta is going to be there.
You're getting too hype.
Too hype. We've got Bill from Pilot. He's going to be there. Hi, Bill.
With a really big team.
With a big team.
They have a huge team at the pen show. At the DC pen show.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
We're also going to see Gary from Pumpkin.
Yes! I'm so excited to see Gary again.
You know who I'm excited to
I
meet?
know. Yes, I am excited.
Are you sure?
Wait, no. You said meet.
Uh-huh.
No, who? I know who you're excited to see, but who are you excited to meet?
David Oscarson.
Oh, yeah.
He creates art.
Yes.
And I've only talked to him on the phone.
He is so cool to
Yes.
talk to in person.
I want to meet the man behind the pens.
He is really intense, and like hearing him describe his pens.
The vision behind everything.
Last year at the show, I introduced one of my favorite customers to him, and he was describing one of his pens to her. And it brought me to tears, just hearing him describe what the details of that pen meant. It was really, really moving.
He is such an interesting guy.
Cool.
And we're going to have a store event with him in September. It's very exciting.
Oh, my gosh. That is really going to be exciting.
It'll be cool to have him in-house. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what others? We're going to see Sailor.
Scott.
We're going to see Tatcha.
Yep.
And then we've got
like the distributors. Right, so that's the guys.
So that's like Yafa.
Right.
We're going to see Monteverde, Conklin, etc. Kenro is another one of them. Yeah. Estabrook, Montegrappa. Yeah. Luxury brands. Platinum and Benu. Coles of London. Visconti being one of them. It's all over the place.
Yeah, and those are all like really nice guys that I've gotten. I mean, I don't know them super, super well, but I've seen
friendly
them.
terms.
Yeah, I've seen them at these pen shows, and they're all so nice. They're so friendly. They're great, and they know their products so well. Talking to them in person and letting them tell you about their products is just like the best way to learn about their products and see what's out there. It's really cool.
I want to hear more about your experience, because like, since I've known you since you've been going to pen shows, really, you spent the whole weekend there.
I do, because it's so important to me. It's like something I look forward to all year, and I like put in a request to have that time not working in the store, like way ahead of time, because I know I really, really, really want to do it. It's so important to me. I love it. And I love seeing the people that I've met there over again and getting to meet new people. So my very first show was the Baltimore show, which was, I'm grateful that it was a little bit of a smaller show because DC is very intense. But yeah, at my very first show, I made friends with people in the after hours. And every show I go to, I look forward to seeing those same people again. And I think that could happen to everyone. It's not going to be the same people I made friends with, but you're going to meet people there that you're going to connect with. And it's just like, it's magical because you are with people that love the same thing you do. Yes. And like, I had never felt so myself and like accepted for who I was and just able to easily sit around and talk to people about stuff and not feel awkward or like people think I'm weird or like, you know, it was so easy talking to them. And we weren't only talking about pens. Right. It's just that because we have this passion for pens in common and we're all really nice people, and I met up with people that had just kind of a similar vibe to me, and just we just connected, and it was just so cool, and I love that. I look forward to it so much. I love that you can mingle with so many different kinds of people at a pen show too. Like you can just meet regular fellow pen enthusiasts. Yeah. You can meet vintage guys. You can meet reps like Bill or people like that. Yeah. And they're all just sort of together, and you can talk to them, and, you know, there aren't like these strict groups. They overlap, and it's so cool. And the DC Metro Pen crew will be there, and they're going to, like, you know, help people who are confused and welcome you.
A lot of people are volunteering.
Yeah, a lot of people volunteer. And one of the really cool things is, like, if you are able to stay after dark, a lot of people will bring their pens with them and just, they're so generous. They'll let you try, like, hey, try this one. Try this nib. Have you ever had this pen before?
I love
and you can just write with it. And it doesn't have to be somebody you already know. They'll just be like, hey, come over and join us. It's really cool.
That's so kind.
Yeah, and you can just, like, learn so much from other people, whoever you get together with.
Yeah.
Every time I go to a show, I feel like I just expand my world so much by just interacting with the other people there.
That's so cool.
I really like doing the after hours events. If you're able to do that, that's really cool and special.
In addition to meeting new people, mingling, etc.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to do.
Yes.
Like, you have seminars and workshops.
Yeah.
The seminars are free.
Uh-huh.
They're Friday through Sunday. That'll include fountain pen basics, ink and pen seminars, ink swatching seminars.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
Yeah. And then you've got your workshops. Your workshops do have a fee attached to them. Right. That includes the instructor's time plus the materials you're getting for that workshop. Mm-hmm. So some workshops include but are not limited to handwriting, ink mixing, creative and visual journaling. There's a lot of those.
Really cool, yeah.
Ink art, ink and watercolor art.
Cool.
Let's see, art with fountain pens, like calligraphy. There's also going to be a workshop, Nib Work 101.
Oh, wow.
So, like, little things that you can do to tune your nib without seeing a nibmeister.
Oh, that's
They'll be discussed there. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff. The schedule is on the website. I can't name them all here.
No, yeah, check out the website.
Signing up in advance is crucial because some spaces, some events can sell out.
Yeah.
So definitely check that out before you go.
Yeah.
I forgot one of my favorite small makers.
Who?
Friend of the show, Penquisition. I can't believe I forgot to mention them in the small makers
Probably because
section.
it's about 25 million degrees in here, and our brains are melting.
That's accurate. But Evan and Julian from Penquisition are going to be there. They do 3D printed storage. They also have some flagship pens.
Yes.
Very exciting. Great guys. Love working with them.
And Maryland-themed pens if you're patriotic.
Marylanders do have a special relationship with their flag.
Because we have the best flag.
We do. We certainly do. Yes, I stand by that.
I agree.
In addition to, the scheduled things to do.
Right.
There's also the bonus stuff that you have to keep your eye out for. You have more experience with that. Well, we have the Leonardo experience.
That's right. Right. One of the things we were going to talk about was raffles.
Yes.
Which, being involved with that raffle last year, it was so intense and so thrilling.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
We were hucking out tickets left and right to people.
Yes, and then when it came time to draw the ticket, there was this huge crowd. And the person that won was so thrilled.
It was so wonderful to watch. Yeah, I loved every second of it.
It was amazing. Raffles are amazing. You have to keep your eye out for them, though, and you have to keep track of time because you need to be back at the table. Right. So it's you get a ticket and you're on the other side and you're like, oh no,
crap, it's 3:30. I have to go to Pilot now. Exactly.
One thing that I learned last year, which I never thought of, a lot of people will put their ticket stub, because you have to hold on to your little ticket stub with your number. They'll put it inside their badge, in the back here, so they don't lose it.
That's right.
Because if you shove it in your bag or something, it's
gone
small
forever.
Thing.
Exactly.
So I've seen people put it in there.
Not everyone gets a badge.
That's true. Not everyone gets a badge.
If you're a weekend trader, you're there for the whole time. You get the badge. Otherwise,
the stretchy.
Yes.
Whatever they're called. Wristbands. Which I like, too.
I have them in my car.
Cute mine as a souvenir.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just showing off. Pretending I'm at the show. So, look out for raffles. I don't think they've announced every raffle yet. But we know there's going to be a luxury brands raffle. They're going to be raffling a Waldman Tango Imagination and a Platinum 3776 Century.
I think I'm going to have to get there.
I think you need to enter
that. 3776 is calling my name.
I know. Opus 88 is going to be doing a raffle for
Opus.
3 special DC Pen Show pens.
Ooh.
I know. And they're going to be selling those pens, too.
Oh, I love
that. You can
that.
buy them. Pilot is going to be doing a raffle, which I definitely want to enter.
Pen.
It's for the Ishame. I want to win that. Such a cool raffle. And they do 3 of those, one every day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That is very cool.
Pilot is also doing the handwriting analysis thing that you can go to anytime there's no appointments. It's just a walk-up only thing, assuming
that's great.
It could be a line or whatever. So
plan accordingly.
Right. But that's really cool. It only takes about 10 minutes, and it's I've never done it, but I want to do it this year. It's some sort of a machine, like a robot that can read your mind, and it knows things about you.
I don't think they take it that far at Pilot.
I thought that's what they use.
I think they just analyze the handwriting.
I was thinking that if it tries to, take over the world or something, I know how to defeat it.
You do?
Yes, you just ask it why.
Oh, then it fritzes.
It just can't do it, and smoke starts pouring out of its ears, and sparks fly out of it, and it just explodes.
Don't go wrecking the Pilot
I
handwriting.
won't, not unless it tries to take over the world. But
that's fair.
I have that as a backup plan. So assuming it doesn't try to take over the world, you can do a thing where you sign your name.
Yeah.
And then it will analyze your writing pressure and what angle you use. If you're man, can't wait for it to go, no, you twist your hand. Maybe Bill does that part. Probably the machine doesn't slap you. Bill might do that.
Bill signed up for this pen show especially to slap people on the hands.
Yes.
He would never.
And then it'll suggest which nibs would be best suited to your writing.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
I love
that's
that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Another thing to keep an eye out for is nibmeisters that aren't fully booked. They have walk-up available. Snag a nib tuning or special grinding with a nibmeister.
Yes.
And check out the ink testing room.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's really fun. And it's good if you're getting exhausted and you need a break. You can go there. It's quieter. You can sit down and just try a bunch of inks. Yeah, I remember last year at one point I was getting really exhausted and I went down. It was downstairs and I went into the ink testing room. And a couple of my favorite customers, Natalie and McKell, were down there. And I just it was like an oasis to kind of just...
Sure.
Catch your breath and try some cool inks. And there's going to be a lot of different brands that are sharing different kinds of inks down there. And then another thing to keep an eye out for, which is really great, is the Share the Wealth table.
Yes, definitely.
Which is a table that you bring stuff that you don't want, but someone else might want. And, and when you're thinking about getting ready to go to the show, go through your stuff. And if you have stuff you don't use,
bring it with you.
Pens, notebooks, whatever, ink, leave it there and see if there's stuff that you want that somebody else doesn't want.
I love that.
Yeah, I found some cool
love that
stuff
about
on there.
Community.
Yeah, very generous and very love enabling each other.
Yes.
Yeah. The other thing, sorry, I'm too hype. I know. But I don't want to forget one thing that I wanted to mention. Okay. I recommend stopping to talk with vintage guys. I remember last year overhearing someone, they were like, there's way too many vintage dealers here. This is boring. Why are there so many vintage guys? I really like the vintage guys. Even if you aren't into collecting vintage pens, you can learn a lot from those guys. And it's just a nice change of pace.
Sure.
They're really easygoing. They're cool. They're interesting. And just talking to them will give you an appreciation and a better understanding of the forerunners of today's pens.
Right.
So, I don't collect vintage pens, but I love modern pens, and we wouldn't have those pens if not for the vintage pens. And it's just neat to take a little break from what you could see at any pen store, or I don't know. I just think it's valuable, and I'm not saying you must do this, but I think it's a great thing to do if you have time.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I know is you never have time to do everything that you want to do at a pen show.
Right.
There's so much to do. You make a list of what you want to do, and you end up not doing half the things on your list, but you do other stuff that's unexpected. Mm-hmm. Because that's the way it works. That's the...
Go with the flow.
That definitely always happens to me, and I know that happened to you too, right?
Certainly did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. I try not to have an agenda with these things.
Really? So you
because
don't
of
plan.
that.
You just fully go with the flow.
Exactly. Like, there are some things I want to do. I want to see Kirk.
Right.
To get Firefly
You
still on
want
the
to meet.
ground. I want to meet David Oscarson.
You want to meet David Oscarson.
Beyond those two things,
You want to meet Scott Hammer or talk to Scott Hammer.
of course I want to talk to Scott Hammer. Absolutely.
You want to say hi to Bill.
Gotta say hi to my buddy. Okay, maybe my list is longer than I initially thought, but it still leaves time to go with the flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, how do we prepare for such a thing?
How do we prepare? Yeah. Okay. Well, there's certain things, I guess, from my past experience that I could warn people about. There's going to be terrible Wi-Fi. Last year, I couldn't, make a phone call or use my phone to get internet. I could text, barely. That was about it.
Right.
I mean, some phone companies work better than others. For me, it was awful. It might be really hot at the show, especially if you're a person that gets hot easily.
Dress accordingly.
It might be freezing in the lobby. After hours, I was like...
So layers are recommended.
Layers, definitely layers.
Yes.
Wear comfortable shoes.
Absolutely.
Along with your layers. You might be running on adrenaline and it's so exhilarating, and then you might crash. So try to take breaks before you crash. And realize, hey, this is a lot. This is really intense. I need to get out of the hubbub and just go somewhere quiet for a little while.
Sure.
Don't get sensory overload.
Ooh, which is easy to do.
Be aware of what your needs are, and that, some people are able to handle that stuff easily. Other people, no. You need to take breaks. You need to go somewhere quiet. You could go outside.
Right.
Just go be by yourself, whatever.
I'm definitely one of those people that needs a recharge time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be super crowded on Saturday.
You're going to elbow your way through people.
Yeah, sometimes you can't even move.
No.
The other days are a lot less crowded. Saturday is by far the most crowded.
Definitely.
Pace yourself. Make a list of what's most important to you. If there's certain things you really want to do.
Right.
Because you might crash and not have time to do a lot of the things that you thought you might do.
Yeah. Now, this one's going to sound a little obvious to people, but I want to, hammer it home. Drink water. Do those necessary, self-care things.
Yep.
Because if you get wrapped up in the moment...
You can forget.
Oh, you absolutely forget. And then you're, hangry
yes.
and dehydrated.
Bring snacks.
Yes, please.
A lot of times I get so involved in what I'm doing and I don't want to take a break because... it's only for a certain amount of time. I don't want to miss a minute of it.
And I don't want overpriced hotel food either.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 3 o'clock and I never had lunch and
Right.
I'm exhausted and I'm super hungry. So yeah, put some snacks in your bag, some nuts or whatever you like for
Energizing
snacks.
snacks.
Yeah, not junk food, but
Protein.
something that'll keep you going. Yeah, realize, again, that you can't do everything and it's okay.
Yeah.
You don't feel bad if you thought you were going to do something and you end up doing something else.
Exactly.
It's a fun, wonderful, exciting experience that's different every time. And you might think you were going to do something, but discover something entirely new that's even better than what you thought you'd see.
Absolutely.
Yeah. A few things that you probably should remember to bring, like a phone charger or like a battery booster or something like that. Food, snacks, and water. We mentioned that. Cash.
Set your budget before you go in.
Yeah.
If you don't want to overspend. And don't rely on or trust the ATMs at the hotel to work.
Right.
Get your cash in advance.
Right.
That's super helpful.
And it's not like vendors only take cash, but it's good to bring cash because sometimes your credit card company will be like, why is this person spending money for companies that are all over the country?
Right.
And it gets suspicious and it freezes your card up or, you don't want to be there and then you can't buy what you want to buy.
And not only that, if you're doing an electronic transfer like Venmo, Cash App, once again, the Wi-Fi is crappy.
Is bad. Yeah, you might need cash.
Cash is just easier.
Yeah. A thing I always like to bring is a small notebook, like this one, this Nemesis one.
Yeah.
I brought this to every pen show.
Oh.
Bring a pen that you're really comfortable using so that you can like quickly whip out and write stuff down. Sure. I like to bring a little notebook for doing swatches of ink that I really like.
I love that.
I have this one, a friend of mine, Martin, gave me this notebook. If you're going to be doing after-hour stuff, a lot of people like to bring some of their favorite pens to share with people. Make sure you're comfortable with it because you need to keep an eye on your pens.
Right.
Don't let your pens get out of your sight, lose them, get stolen, anything like that.
Exactly.
It's easy to like get too relaxed at the show, put your stuff down, and then, hey, you know, it's a fun place. People are nice, but use your head. Don't get lost in what you're doing and lose stuff.
Agreed.
So I like to hang out after hours, and this is a great thing to bring, a to-go cup
Your
from
to-go
Estabrook,
cup,
because
yes.
it holds 6 pens. You'll lump it down, hang out with some people, share some drinks or whatever, try pens. It's like the perfect size of just carrying stuff.
I like that.
Another thing good to bring if you need them, reading glasses.
They fit in your to-go cup.
Exactly.
That was the first thing you mentioned when you showed me the to-go cup last year.
Yes.
I will always remember that.
If you're the kind of person that doesn't always use reading glasses, but you do sometimes, I would bring them because there might be really small details that you want to see, especially if you're going to be buying a special pen. You want to make sure it's not scratched or see beautiful details that you might not be able to see otherwise. You could bring some ink vials and syringe if you want to share ink with people that you meet at the show or friends that you're planning to meet up with. You know, like if they buy a cool ink that you don't own, share it with them.
Very nice.
I don't know. I didn't have anything else on my list. What about you?
I think you covered everything.
I think I was too hype.
Too hype. But most importantly, have fun. It's a pen show.
I thought most importantly was say hi to us.
Most importantly, say hi to us. If you see us, just, hey, love what you do.
Yeah,
let's take a selfie, tag each other on Instagram.
Get
do all
our
that fun
autograph.
stuff. I wouldn't go that far.
Oh.
Okay, Laura's handing out autographs to people. Line up now for yours. But yeah,
no, we'd love to meet you. And don't be afraid, because we're not,
we're
scary.
We're super approachable.
I mean, and the fact that I talked about, that I was looking forward to meeting people, that is not how I normally am. Mm-hmm. I am a really shy person who, if I go to a party, I don't know what to say to anyone, and I'm like, ugh.
If I go to a party, I befriend the house cat.
It's very unusual that I feel the way I do about pen shows, because they're really special.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, if you're in the area for the pen show, but say you only have a pass for one day, I know a place you could go to visit if you haven't, if you're a first timer.
Oh.
We're not too far from the pen show, maybe an hour's drive.
I like where you're going with this.
And, visit us at Pen Boutique.
That's
we
right.
are here for you. And because we are here for you, we want to give you a little peek at our store and what to expect when coming to our pen store for the first time. You ready for that?
No, I am not ready for this, but
I love our store. It's charming. It's quirky, just like
I love our
all of
store
us who
too.
work
I'm
there.
Just scared of doing this silly segment. We'll see how it turns out.
Silly segment, store spotlight. It's still alliteration.
Yes.
So let's head over to the store and see what we can see.
Okay. Welcome to the store. Oh, it's you, Leila. I thought it was a real customer.
Nope, just me.
Can I give you a tour anyway?
You absolutely can.
All right, come in and see our newly revamped store. It's different from how it used to be.
It is gorgeous.
Still learning a few of the things because it changes a bit. Over here, we have the most beautiful part of the store, the Mont Blanc display. We have the Patron of arts here, the muses, the Around the World in 80 Days, the great characters, including good old Jimi Hendrix, Muhammad Ali, Enzo Ferrari, lots of cool guys like that. Elvis, my fave, JFK.
Beautiful.
Over here we have some beautiful writers editions, tons of different famous writers that everyone loves. Wait. I want you to back up because I didn't point out my favorite pen. Back. Don't hit into anything. Homage to Moctezuma. It's the coolest. Check that out.
That is pretty cool.
We have two versions of it. They're both extremely wow. And I also really like this one, the Patron of Art, Peggy Guggenheim. So cool.
Very nice.
So back this way, we got a whole bunch of nice Mont Blanc inks, notebooks, including some like pythons. Didn't know they came in turquoise. Would be pretty scared if I saw a turquoise colored python, but I would be scared if I saw any python. Jimi Hendrix. We have the new super cool anniversary issue.
I love that.
Yes, 100 years. Comes with stickers. Makes it extra cool. That's an unwrapped version of it. We got some cool accessories here, like if you're into belts, all kinds of stuff. Nice pen cases. And then we get to the best part of the store.
The best part?
Well, maybe not. Pelican's the best part. Wait, Pilot's. Wait, okay, it's not the best part, but it's a really great part. The inks.
Very nice.
Look at all these inks. We've got Colorverse inks. You're going to be passing some other cool brands that are near the inks, including Monte Grappa, Aurora, ST DuPont, if you need any weapons. Okay, we got tons more inks over here. Look at all these inks. 3 million bottles, pretty much. That's just an approximation. Could be too much, could be too little, pretty close. We also have, for anybody who wants to look at them, these awesome book of inks that have swatches for every ink in the entire world. Look at this. Inks. There's a zillion of them. And we even have, which I'm not going to show you, but if you come to our store, you can see them, ink splat books. They are amazing.
They do show a lot of properties of the ink.
They are really, really cool. More inks are over here, including there that you just went by already. We had Sailor, we had Piloteer Shizuku, so pretty. We had Diamine, we have Anderillium, a really cool brand that we love.
Very nice.
Kobe ink, J.R. Bond, Pelican, Edelstein ink, Robert Oster, Monteverdi over here. So many brands. I'm probably leaving a whole bunch out. And then we got these cool doors here, which look very forbidding. And they are, and they make a really scary noise. Oh, that one wasn't too bad. Oh, the ones on the other end are scarier. But they make a creaky noise, and they look like, don't go past this.
But we are kind people.
We are nice, and if you want to go past it and see anything that's back there, we will let you.
Very nice.
All you have to do is ask.
That's all it takes.
And you can also see the cool stuff that's back there a little bit further if you're on the other side, which we'll show you in a minute.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, Leila, you turned into me. How did that happen?
The magic of video editing.
We switched spots. Will you show me what's behind the special area where the staff hangs out?
I certainly can, Laura. So here, we're starting with, Delta. We've got some Caran Dash. We've got Edison.
Cool.
Move Up. We've got Otto Hoot.
Ooh, Otto Hoot.
Next on the list, we have Waldman.
Very nice.
And Y Studio.
Cool.
Moving forward, we've got Peniter.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to my favorite part,
Yes.
the limited editions.
They are so cool.
You know, here we have Namiki,
Mm-hmm.
Montegrappa, tons of Aurora. We move a little further. We have some David Oscarson. We have a Graf von Faber limited edition.
Mm-hmm.
We have some Leonardo limited editions, Peniter limited editions, St. DuPont. That I Love Paris limited is something to behold.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to show a close-up of that one.
Definitely. Now, going to the last panel of limiteds.
We're going by some cool new things.
Yes, we are. We've got some Cross. We have a lot of Visconti.
We have a lot of reflections here, but people can use their imagination.
They certainly can. And then we've got my favorite, the Platinum Izumo Rod and Galaxy.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
My favorite. We also have some Tatcha.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have a lot of counters going on here.
We do. I'm not showing the counters. I'm going to back up so
All
people
right.
can see our shiny counters. Hopefully I won't trip over anything.
We have brands that you know and love, all accessible in front of our staff only area.
Mm-hmm.
We got a bunch of Twisby. We've got Opus 88. We've got Omas. We have Navalore. And we've got some Benu too.
Oops.
And then we have our classics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've got our Waterman. And neighboring Waterman, we have Parker. Very nice.
Very nice.
We also have some fun tables.
What about the Pilot Varsity?
Can't forget the Pilot Varsity. Great starter pen, great decoy pen if you're a parent who's a collector and your kid wants to play with your pens.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a Varsity, fun for days. We also have our give and take table.
Oh, yeah. Can you tell people what that is?
Our give and take table is for those in our community who want to give away things that they don't know, that they no longer use,
Mm-hmm.
and pick up a few things that they desire. Right now we have a bunch of inks on the table.
Yep.
Usually it's a little more populated, but the summer is slow for us.
Yep.
It'll build back up in the fall. We also have a special table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes items will be, a little more discounted in store. We like to showcase them and change the table up week to week.
Mm-hmm.
And then follow me down. Okay. So we've got a lot of Faber-Castell.
You're standing right where we filmed the Battle of the Pens.
That's right. And let's see. We have a closeout case.
What about right behind you?
Oh, we have Graf von Faber.
Rafa. Demo the door. Demo the door.
Most of the cabinets are locked. This one requires no security system because
I love it.
if you get in here, we'll know.
Yes.
And then follow me over here. So this is my task today.
Oh, yeah.
So when the store's not open, business is still running. And Lena likes to do things in the community at times. So we're gearing up for our cursive class at the Howard County Library. I'm stuffing little goodie bags for the occasion.
Very cool.
So we've got an uppercase book, lowercase book, some Lamy colored pencils, some Omas notebooks, some assorted Pelican art goodies, and of course, Platinum Preppy.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Focusing.
I'll get more B-roll later.
Okay. What about this?
This is our closeout case. It is the last call case. If you want a particular pen, this is where you find it.
Oh my gosh, there's some good stuff in there.
There is a lot of good
There's
stuff.
There's even
in there.
some ink in there.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Everything must go.
Yes.
Let me continue showing you what's behind the cabinets. So we've got Penlux. We have Platinum. We have a shelf full of store exclusives, which will continue to grow this year as we keep releasing 20th anniversary collaborations. We also have Rotring. And then lastly, on this wall, we have a whole case of Estabrook.
Oh.
We've got your Estes, we've got your JRs, we've got your Ebonites, we got your Camdens, we got it all.
And then we got the store that you are not allowed to go through unless you're a staff member.
That's right. And then tucked next to that
is the dreaded
refill wall. But dreaded for us, not for you.
Yes, only if dreaded for me.
Exactly. If you have a need for a refill, 9 times out of 10, it is definitely there. Oh, we switched again.
I turned into me again.
So what do we got from here?
I'm going to go through these doors, which used to be creaky, but they're not anymore. I was thwarted. So I'm through the doors. I'm back in the regular area. We've got a big, gigantic store-in-store Lamy section over here.
Very nice.
Really nice. We have the less expensive ones here, the All-Stars and the Safaris, and all the fancy ones back here.
Gotta love a Lamy 2000.
Then we have the Cross and Schaefer area.
That's right.
And a fun little spinny here of Retro 51s. And we have more Retro 51s back here behind you.
That's right.
Tons of different cool ones. All different styles.
Very nice.
Skipping around. Let's go over here. Wait, there's some... Next to Retro 51, we have the Kaveco section, which is pretty big, and we have another one of these fun spinnies. We've got the Traveler's Notebook and tons of other notebook brands. We have Clairefontaine, Nemesine, these really pretty Carta writing sets. They're really gorgeous. I love these. They come in tons of different styles, but this is just a few examples. Really like them. Behind you over here, we've got Rhodia, Lamy, another spinny, except only one section spins at a time. More Rhodia. Oh, we're probably skipping stuff. Clairefontaine, no, I mentioned that already. Apica, local brand we really like. Right, really nice paper.
Based in Baltimore.
Because they're lying down. We've got these really pretty Oasis notebooks.
Oh, yeah.
Too. Really like that.
I like the state parks, yeah.
And the plain ones up here. Really nice.
Very cool.
So, back to the pen section. We've got the Monteverdi here, including the famous tool pen.
I love it.
And the Ritmas and all the other styles. We have Conklin here. We got these fun pen holders made out of pewter with all kinds of bizarre shapes. Schaefer, including Star Wars pens.
Very nice.
Okay, over here we got the best part of the store. I already said we saw the best part, but this is another best part. Pelican.
You do have that Pelican passion.
Look at the art pen. It's so pretty.
It is.
We've got all these cool retired special edition ones in there that we have right now. And all these different beautiful Pelicans. Love that section. And there's a Penelope part too, but it's not our Penelope.
Not ours.
It's not actually named Penelope. It's only one named Penelope.
There can only be one.
Penelope's brother, though. Actually, we have two in there. This is the outlet, which has stuff that maybe there's a little something wrong with it, but it's still good. Like, could be misengraved, or there's a little scratch on it, or, you know, stuff like that. And we keep track of why it's in there, so anybody wants to buy something, they're not just buying a thing and then, what's wrong with this pen? They know ahead of time. We skipped my other favorite part of the store.
Yes, we did.
Because it's over near the door. So
Please
let's
show me.
Go see that. I'm going to walk backwards and kill myself.
Please don't.
Okay, here we go. Wait, okay. We've got some cute Punilabos here.
Yes, we do.
We've got, what are these things called?
The Fisher Space Pens.
Fisher Space Pens. Next to the Fisher Space Pens, we have Visconti.
Very popular with people.
Yes. And I saved the best for last.
Uh-oh.
We've got the Bill section, a.k.a. Pilot.
Yes, we do.
the really pretty sterling silver ones up at the top, and the
Urushi pens?
The Urushi pens. And the SEs with the swirly pen.
Oh, we got the new Grances as well.
All these different numbers. Yes, the new Grances. This pen cabinet is just full of numbers.
Not your strong suit.
No, but pilots are pretty wonderful.
Pilots are pretty wonderful.
And then we have the door that you can leave by once you've bought your things and you're super happy and you're ready to go home and play with your pens and inks and anything that you picked out.
Well, thank you, Laura, for the tour.
Bye.
Well, that was our store.
Yeah. That was not what I expected.
It was better than what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the bar was here, and we got it up to here.
Oh, I thought we what's that? No. What's that called? Limbo.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we limbo.
We're...
No.
I'm hurtling over things. I'm
Oh,
not limboing
pole
under.
vault. Pole vault.
I could dig a pole vault.
Wait, no.
I mean, with the Olympics coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the Olympics having started at this
At
point.
this point, yeah.
Well, folks, we're nearing the end of the episode. You know what time it is.
Mail.
Owie.
Mailbag.
Too hype, too hype.
Too
hype.
The mailbag that time.
We have one letter today, which came in like just under the wire.
I know.
That was pretty cool.
It was while you were at lunch, and
Yeah.
I was like, mailbag. I texted you.
Would you like to read it, or would you like me to read
You
it?
can read it.
Sure.
We opened it, but we didn't read it yet.
That's right. All right. We've got the front, welcome home to Wausau. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. I don't know.
And this one was postmarked Wisconsin.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Hello, friends from Wausau, Wisconsin.
Cool.
Picture and postcards. We got some postcards with it.
Oh, let me see.
Yes, here you go. Weather here is great in the 70s. Thinking of Pen Boutique today. Saving for the new Mont Blanc Jane Austen pen.
Ooh.
Next on my list of pens. I can't wait.
Very nice.
I love that. And, of course, my friends from Pen Boutique. Stay cool. On this day, my
trying.
pen is Penluxe Masterpiece Grande Snowflake. I love that pen.
Appropriate for staying cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Medium nib. Take care, Stacy Cruz Vestal.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Stacy. We will try
Thank
our hardest
you,
to stay cool.
Stacey. Well, maybe that's what we should do. Use wintry themed pens. It would help us stay cool.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm. I really like this cheese postcard. 'cause
That might be my
I'm a
favorite one.
huge fan of cheese.
I do love cheese as well.
cheese.
We also got one letter from Poet Laureate of the show, Eric Arnold.
This one?
That one. But,
Yes.
may I?
Yes.
We're ripping it up and stomping on it. Sir.
Sorry, Eric.
Sorry, Eric. You know what you did.
Yes, Eric.
On that note, Laura, it's been a pleasure.
It has.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
We love interacting with you in the comment section.
Yes, please do comment. We
Yes.
love reading your comments.
It's just fun to talk to y'all.
And please remember to do the liking, because that makes people see our show more if you
It
hit the
massages
thumbs
the
up.
algorithm,
Yeah.
and we have to massage the algorithm. Also, if you feel compelled, hit that notification button to be notified when we upload new videos. As always, keep writing, and we'll see you next time.
Survive the pen show if you
Survive the
go.
pen show.
Have fun.
That's right.
I'll see you there, I hope.
Bye.
Bye.